Welcome to part 4 of Mega Man 04, and okay, I know Noble Mandrago's a woman now. I get it. Jesus Christ. Hui! Nevertheless, let's go to the second Maverick. The Ice Wolf guy. I never bothered to read his name. I don't want to get this mistake. Maybe he's a woman too. I don't know. You know which weather system is for your advantage, like X skill wise, because the icon around the weather symbol will be flashing. If it's flashing, then it means the weather system is in the bad guy's favor, but you can get his X skill if you go that way, so, you know. You can literally change it to flashing and non-flashing at will, because the weather changing machine pretty much lets you decide what kind of weather you want in the match. There's a sub-tank in this level, and if you want to get it, use the Variant's fire cannon to take out that snow I just took out. You have to shoot it through the wall. Kinda odd, but you do. The snow is really rock solid for some reason, and you can't get through it otherwise. You'll go to this alternate pathway, which has an enemy, which is gonna have a little tool that we need to get to the sub-tank. That's why we're going the way we're going. If this level didn't have snow in it, which is the other alternate weather... By the way, that's the key card. I used the Zero Knuckle to pick up a key card, and you have to hold on to that for the whole level because that key card is going to help you get the sub-tank later. But the alternate weather part of this level is that all the snow melts, and there's no snow blocking any of the areas. So, you know. This sub-boss is great for farming nothing. But if you want some Serpent Gear parts, oh, it's easy to get them. Oh, is it? Easy. Tons of Serpent Gear parts here in this mini-boss fight. Basically, all you want to do is destroy all the 4 exits that the machines are coming out of. So keep slashing, 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 and really, that's about it. All the wheeled enemies, they just roll around the floors and walls and ceilings. You can cut them down in one slash, so you shouldn't have too much trouble fighting these guys. These icicle spikes will kill you in one hit, so watch the fuck out. I believe they melt because those are icicle spikes, and they just become like regular nothingness if you're playing on the other weather difficulty. Whatever. By the way, there's a Z-Buster. I haven't actually shown it off yet, but it's the same thing as it has been in the other 3 Zero games. You charge it up, and it creates an even more powerful burst shot, and yeah. You use the key card on the door, and boom, there's our second sub-tank. We are filled to the brim with health. And oh my god, Met Tools! I haven't seen you in a while. In reality, there were Met Tools in 0, 1, 2, and 3, but you could only unlock them from using the Cyber Elves to turn enemies into Met Tools, or Metars as they're known in this game. Their names change every game, so... People sometimes ask me why I call them Met Tools, because sometimes they're called Mets, or Metars, and some people know them as Hard Hats. And yeah, they're known by a whole bunch of different names, but the name in Mega Man X was Met Tool, and I always knew that name, and I always went by that name. And so I thought, he's a Met Tool. They're all Met Tools, so, you know. Gah! You've kept me waiting, hero! I thought you might have been ripped apart by my helpers, and here I rush to get everything ready for you. Then again, there are none that can keep up with me. I hope you can at least make things interesting for me. After all, you are a hero. You can't tell me that's not a girl. I mean, you can't tell me that's not a guy. So, this Ice Wolf guy, he loves to bounce all over the room. He loves to turn into a ball and bounce around Sonic the Hedgehog style. It can catch you off guard, but if you take every chance you can to slash him, you might pretty much drain his health before he can do any serious damage to you. Plus, at this point, you probably have a sub-tank or two, so whatever. Not bad. True to the name hero. But it's not over yet. Not by a long shot. The true power of Ragnarok is only just beginning. Hehe, you should start preparing your list of excuses when you have to explain why you couldn't save Area Zero. Gah! Yeah. Blizzard Wolfang. Oh wait, that was an X6. I fucking hate X6. We get the X skill, Ice Blade, and the Elf's max level increases yet again. In fact, I sort of realized after I beat the second level, oh shit, I could have used a Cyber Elf for this level, but, you know, it's fairly easy without it. Now they can rest in peace. So yeah, I figured I'd show off the caravan area now, because after you cleared 2 Maverick levels, they'll actually have some recipes for you to pick up. All these guys are humans, and all of them, well, they share the same opinion. Reploids are bad. We don't like Reploids. You again? What is it this time? As a journalist, I'd love to do a story on you, but these people fleeing from Neo Arcadia need me. I hope when this is over, you'll let me do an interview. Something up? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't have much to say. I'm better on the giving end of an interview than the receiving end of one. You can actually climb the trucks and stuff, but there's nothing up there. You again? You just don't get it, do you? I'll give you this if you promise not to come back. Woo, we got a recipe! The recipes, as always, they'll tell you which ingredients you need to create a certain part. I just don't really like the whole recipe food, or not food, but tool using process of Mega Man 04, because to me this requires a lot of memorization or a lot of hunting down recipes, but there's not a recipe for every item in the game, folks. Sometimes you just have to guess or use a guide online. And I just hate that, you know, I hate grinding in a game when I don't have to. So I'm only going to make one part in this whole game, and I'm going to make it pretty damn soon, probably in the next part or two. And if you want to see the other parts, I'm sorry, I just hate that about Mega Man 04. I don't want to have to keep going back into levels and grinding from the same robot over and over again to get some random part that'll help with me in the later run, you know, I just don't care. I can beat the game as a normal, no parts at all, 0, so what the hell. The only part I'm getting is an awesome part, and one that's going to make the fights that much easier, so I'll just have it as that. So sorry again, this LP will not be getting all the parts. I'm not going to bother grinding for all that. I'm sure, the great thing about Mega Man 04 is that you have a lot of stuff to do in that sense. You could try and make every part you can and make a great save file where you have everything at your advantage, but I just hate it. I'm sorry. If they just had a specific list of what makes what, then I'd be okay with that. But no, I don't want to look on GameFAQs or find recipes to know what I can make. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't like that element of Mega Man 04. So this is Area 0? Apparently it's where the colony crashed long ago. It was way back before even my grandparents' time. I don't care what you say, you're wasting your time. We don't need your help to stop Ragnarok. We're just gonna stand around at these tents and do nothing. Yeah, that'll help. Seriously, are the humans even doing anything to combat these guys? I mean, honestly. Anyway, that's the caravan area. You can actually climb all the way up to these towers, but again, there's nothing up there, so kind of pointless. One change about Mega Man 04 I think I should mention is that there actually isn't a Fire, Thunder, Ice chip like there was in the first 3 games. So weaknesses really do rely on the X skills. You really should get the X skills to help with the boss fights. I evolved Kroyer here 2 more times, and since its max level is 2, I can only use 2 special powers, and that way my rank won't go down. And it just so happens, like, the first power that her health section gets is like one of the most broken powers. You know, it's that part where the Cyber flies in the sky, and he just keeps randomly dropping health. It was in Mega Man 03 as well, but it's one of the first powers in Part 4, so yeah, this game couldn't get any easier. I honestly find 04 pretty damn simple. I didn't have much of a problem beating this game, and you probably won't either, but, you know. Anyway, folks, we're gonna take on somebody. Heat Gemblem, or something like that. We'll see him in Part 5. See ya then.